Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Welcome back to This is the Police. This is Pimagora, and we're on day 3, July 17th. Francis Kendrick announces his retirement date. The legendary singer Gennaro Crespo is coming to Freeburg, and the construction of the Cinema Museum is postponed once again. Oh, I thought it was going to start on the first turn. Man, I'm excited to see the cinematic 180 times. When police officers are too tired to be effective, they'll ask for a day off. Sometimes officers request days off even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you hear far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets. You gotta make sure these guys have your back. Got tickets to go to the film and TV show. I want to be. Can I have a day off? Sure. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers also possess rank. When police begin at the lowest rank, you can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes to improve the rank of any employee. Think that no one is worthy of the honor some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Cool. Employees of a rank not only increase professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever ranking officers on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when cops get rank, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This means less drinking and more time on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. Okay. Got 2 stripes to give out. I'm gonna go with my top bunch here. Let's start the day on shift A. Freiburg is one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all, or you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You only select any song from a collection and play it at any time, just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. Some Chopin. I don't know what this is. Billabong. I'm gonna go with Chopin. Because why not? Such good. Alright, let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Police station. Okay, labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Holy shit. Hire her for shift B. Favorite time slot. Time to fire somebody. Wait, no, I don't want to fire him. You have legal grounds for finishing. No one asking any questions, so you might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned. We only do additional proceedings, or other staff will become worried about keeping their jobs. They are about to actually do their jobs. Another way is to free up slots to have a police officer killed. That's not really a valid option, right? Oh, I do have a... Oh, I can fire whoever I want. Okay. Boom. And I can go pick somebody up. So we'll pick up George Mitchell here. I'll hire for shift A. We can hire a detective? Why not? Ooh, I don't know what my shift A or B looks like. 150. Oh yeah, I don't have... I have 7 and 7. Might as well. Shift A. There we go. Okay. Boom. Got a call. We received a frightened call from a local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during night. The old yard's tombstones have been painted with satanic symbols. Some have been broken into pieces. There are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. Okay, I'm going to send Grant and Birch out on this one. I feel like that's a pretty easy one. Elfrina. Oh, go to the station and check things out. Okay. Cool. Okay. Getting the hang of it, right? Getting the hang of it. Got another call. Vandalism. Businessman Harley Jones looked out his window, saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive logos on his new car. Send him and him out. Again, I give people a day off. Forgot about that. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Oh, vandalism report. What do we got? Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Oh shit. Okay. Bummer. Suspicious individual. A waitress named Mila reports that she served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal she saw on TV. Co-parts in the window eating a burger. Send those 2 out. Vandalism report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Boom. Good job, guys. Birchville is useless to me. It's problematic. Who? Suspicious individual report. False alarm. That's a bummer. So I sent out 2 of my best officers on that. What do we got here? Mr. Boyd, my bouncer, stuffed himself with Mexican food again. Now he can't get off the can. Meanwhile, the lines outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. I'm gonna send Samadhi to do it. Go get him, Samadhi. Give him some good ish. Alright, Stovall and Robbins are back. Ooh, new call. We got drug sales. When I almost called, just came in a clown carrying balloons at the scanner rink is selling crack to teenagers. Well, Stovall and Grant, go for it. You two got it. Sam Sorkin report. Sorry, Chief, but I quit in one night. I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dumb. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Alright, somebody just left. But I got $4 grand for helping out. Suicide threatening man carrying a canister of gasoline is threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite tune become. Okay, well, I'm gonna send. You got to handle that. I'm gonna go to the police station and I need a new officer for shift A. See what happens with that clown selling crack. Well, that's the end of our day. As the police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good stuff, team. Like it. Check out the suicide threat report. Offender caught. Officer unharmed. Vandal doing work. I like it. Good job, guys. Good job. McCoy's gonna be tired. Can I do anything? Okay. Got a lot of people on that shift now. Need to. Okay, let's end the day. I might try to fire some of the older folk. Day 4. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Enemies using feminists to destroy Free Park, and feminist organization denied official registration. Well, that's a bummer, isn't it?
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute.
My type of game here.
She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all 3 of our sons supported me.
How interesting.
The in-laws
So
always
inner
blamed
turmoil
the
for
husband
Jack
for
as
making
well.
their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm supposed to
How
not
old
do anything.
How old are Jack and Sally?
Of
I
course
do
means
Jack and
anything at
Sally.
all. It's a
I don't know
crazy
Jack and Laura,
situation.
but Jack and
I'm
Sally
the
would have been real
police
cool.
chief, and the
Anyway,
person I'm trusting
how
to
old are
find
Jack
my
and Laura
wife
supposed to be?
is an old
Then?
woman
He's a
armed
chief.
with a phone book. But I
With a
can't
bald
afford
spot.
to lose Sally as an ally.
I
So
don't
for the
know.
moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects. Or whatever you like to say is a police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe
I love that she also has this painting of the dog behind her.
Argue with the girls
Hilarious.
and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs and it gives me energy. And you have nothing.
She's got
You don't even
stamina.
have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Alright, there are the 3 clicks. McCoy didn't come into work today. Alright, alright. Let's start the day. Try something new. I'm gonna go through all the songs here. Billabong. Questions: can I legally fire Price for being too old? That's what I know. Yeah, sure can. Means I'm now in the market for another police officer. Roll Maximilian Austin. Hire for Shift B. Okay, so Price is gone for the day. Alright, destruction property. A member of City's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some suspicious cars and... Oh! Bastards, thieves, blood suckers. I'm gonna send Purdy and Tsubaki out on this mission. Someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene. The case goes to your detectives. Oh, black activist Ronnie Morris found shot outside of his home. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case. Work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the investigator, the more... Okay, so Mole is going to be our lead investigator. And we're going to put Armstrong underneath. Racist gang has made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. Holy shit. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead people, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, even some of our citizens support them. You have to fire all of your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. Well, damn. All of them? All of them? I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna deal with it. I don't want to fire any of them. You tell they're some of my best officers. Fuck that noise. Tear those racists up. We got a carjacking and a gas station surveillance camera recorded on a car that's on a stolen vehicles list. I'm gonna take Kochi, I'm gonna take Austin. There we go. Such good music. Ooh, homicide investigation has started. Okay. Detectives interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. It's Mr. Graham. They drove by in a sedan and shot like a machine gun. Clues. Okay. Mr. Clayton will hear a few muffled shots. Doing deserving, causing trouble for a long time. That's cursing, carrying on. Remember the car, neighbor was quiet, never heard shots. The police these days don't do nothing. I was down myself. I've got some message. I was hit by somebody's car. Interesting. Okay. Destruction of property. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good stuff, team. Details. So what is the frame? Okay. Left. And then all of a sudden was dead. How interesting. Okay. Okay. How interesting. This is super like 60s cop music. I love it. I don't know why, it reminds me of The Mask a little bit. Suspicious individual. Driver's nowhere to be seen. Waited at a safe distance. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Good job, team. Suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concern about suspicious man wearing bifocals. Seen on a bench around the playground. Ooh, he's been taking pictures of. Ugh. This is rude. That's gross. I'm gonna send Yancey and Price out. It's Price's last day. Go do something easy. I feel bad that I fired her for being too old now that they want me to get rid of a lot of my officers, but I'm not going to get rid of all my officers. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Yancey lost 10. Price can't lose anything. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club. My first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach him a few tricks, something that'll help him out in the streets. New. Couple slots. Why not? I'm instead of Sana. Let's do it. She seems like a badass. Look at her. Got some officers back. I got almost my whole squad back. Maybe Asano is like an MMA lord. Homicide report. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. Look at this investigation. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction if they don't look at the case materials. The more professional the detectives are in investigation, the better their instincts. To get your suspects, you figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene using the frames you think likely. Sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. You get all up, if the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. Okay. So I'm going to move this. Can't move it, can I? Okay. Nope, they're all. Okay. I wonder if... We're going to go like this. See what happens. Maybe? I don't know if that's how that works out. Details? Okay. We'll see. Kevin's throat bar. Bartender reports a couple dancers started fighting over tips and a cat fight broke out on stage. We are going to send Purdy and Yancey on that one. Fight. Bartender reported a fight is broken up between a pitcher and a bar's bouncer. The man apparently drunk had climbed on the stage while a local singer was performing. Trying to sing a duet with her. Alright, we're going to send Austin and Tsubaki on that one, so I think we'll be okay. Kochi and Price going to the next thing. Ooh, report. Chief had just about nailed the jab a couple times. He's too fast for me and 1 on points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But he was alright. Even showed me a few tricks after match. I got carried away a little bit. I think I can take a day off. Wow, so there's some subtle police racism in this game, and that does not shock me one bit. One bit. Two strippers going at it, gone beyond arguing to full on cat fight. Bouncer's fast asleep, clearly too wasted. Oh god. See what happens here. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Nice job, team. Cold water, huh? Cold water. There's a report on a fight. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Damn. We're gonna end the day. There's our next shift. Price. It's going to be out of here in no time. Alright, so we're going to end it here. As per usual, we're going to play about 2 days per episode, I think. It'll be a long series if that's the case, but we're going to play about 2 days per episode, like I said. So, in the meantime, this has been Pimagora, and this is the police. Bye-bye!